As we go into match 6, how have you been seeing the team progress this far?
Well, I think we improved from what we did against El Paso, but we're still behind from what we really want, the style of play and the qualities and our performance. So we have to continue building on it.
If you have a question, go ahead.
Coach, good afternoon. Hope everything's going well. I got to ask you, when you first saw the schedule, from the first time that you were a coach till now, you get to see Eastern Conference teams. How do you feel about the league's progression, about adding Eastern Conference teams into the regular season schedule?
I think it's just trying to, create some possibilities from other teams to play with the Eastern teams playing Western Conference teams. It is some kind of test. If it goes well, maybe it changes. But I see it positive. I see that it's creative. I see that it's changing things to make it more open and to give chances to experience different type of games. So I see the positive in this, and I think the league is trying to help to continue growing the league, the USL, the conference, the teams, the clubs, and at the end, the possibilities for the players.
Hey, Coach. So we're a couple games in now, and you've gotten to see a little bit more of how this team has progressed and what they look like out of kind of an unknown going into this season. What else do you want to see, and what do you have to work on to get exactly where you want to get and what you want this team to look like?
We have to be more solid with our how we move the ball. We have to be more solid, and we have to improve our possession and our style of play. So we're still in, as I said, I said, we're not even 50% of what we really want from our team. So it is a long process, but I think we're moving fine. We're moving well, but we're not even in the style that we are looking for. So it is a process, but each game has to help us to improve, to fix, to correct things, and to make sure that we all, and especially the players, understand what we want from them and what is the style of play that shouldn't change no matter what.
Coach, one of the things that I've noticed in the last 3 games is the absence of Juan David Cabezas, one of the bigger signings of this team. You guys have had a mixed results without him, and him being one of the bigger leaders of this team. I've got to ask you, collectively as a team, when you play more on the road now, what is one of the bigger things that you want to see your team improve upon that you didn't see against San Antonio that you want to put in play against Miami?
As I said, we need to be more consistent with our possession. We need to be more clear, and we need to be more focused on how we keep the ball and how we sustain the possession. Because if we give the ball away to our opponents we're going to give them a lot of fuel, a lot of possibilities, and we don't want that. So we are insisting on that. We need to work on that, and hopefully game by game we are improving on that.
Coach, building off that question, I mean, what is Juan David Cabezas' status, going into this next game, and is there a timeline for his set return just yet?
He's already practicing. He's already practicing, which is really happy. We are really happy for him because he's already practicing. Today we practice. So it's going to be hopefully a good surprise.
Any more English questions?
I have another one, Coach. I mean, you guys were able to pick up a point last week in San Antonio off that last second goal. I mean, this is your last road game of this 3-game stretch on the road, taking on Miami FC. How important is it for your team to pick up points in this final game of this road trip after, starting it with a 1-0 loss to El Paso?
It is really important. We want that. Obviously, we want to get points. When you get a point away, it's always good. It's always good. So our idea is to try to, get 3 points. If not, get 1 point. That's the mentality, and we've been working to try to get that.
I'm gonna ask one question here. So, of course, new signing of Luis Ramsey. Don't know if you want to answer this or anything like that, but how is he going to really help this team moving forward, considering that this is a huge signing from England? And what type of tactical, how will he help with the tactics, basically?
Well, yes, Luis is a very good defender, very strong, fast, powerful, and our idea is to get stronger with our roster, create a competition, internal competition, and make sure that our depth and our possibilities are always good. If you notice, every time we make changes, the players that coming in as a substitutions, they change the game in a positive way for us. So that shows that in this league, you have to have a depth, you have to have a good roster, and the guys that coming in as a substitution or that they're coming from the bench, if they make the change, we're going to be able to be successful to get results. And so that's why it is important that Luis gets adjusted really quick, and he brings what we are expecting from him.